I don't know.
I think it was interesting because when I talked to a lot of streamers.
Hey, hey. Yeah, we got a lot to discuss over the last 24 hours, huh? A lot of wacky shit. Oh yeah, I've kept up with all of it. All the CM Punk everything. So even outside of just internet drama, even the AEW drama. Hey, Lai. And hey, Paige. The cupcake is back. Yep, the EDP drama. Thanks to the Tin Cat. It's been a crazy 24 hours when it comes to internet controversy. Yep, I saw Smash Mouth lead singer is not looking good. Welcome aboard, Spencer. Just a crazy 24 hours on the internet. Hey, Glibby. Yep, I saw that, Sky. We'll get into all of it. Just give it a minute. Give everyone a chance to trickle in so that way you don't have to just keep going over it. I saw that, Mario. And yep, I saw the Vince drama, all of it. Have you ever heard of unclaimed property? No, I can't say I'm familiar with that. Welcome aboard, yes man. And hi, Brendan. What's all out? Thanks again, Paige. Welcome aboard, Keaton. Been on here for like 2 weeks or so, NATO. Yeah, we talked about the woman who hid the gun and accidentally shot herself at the baseball game. Oh, allegedly. I guess they haven't 100% confirmed that she hid a gun in her gut. Thanks, Ezekiel. Hey, Wendigoon. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome aboard, Stephanie. Hear about Jimmy Buffett? I did. Thanks, Furry. Yeah, the EDP stuff is brand new. Just happened. Hold on, I'm getting the link for it. Jackson sent it to me, which is where I saw it. Okay, there, I got the EDP link. Welcome aboard, Snake Eye. What did EDP do this time? Brother, what do you think? Like, come on. Be real. Here, we'll start there. We'll start with the EDP stuff. Thanks, Jordan. So, they haven't released the footage yet, but Gideon is alluding to catching EDP in another sting, and he showed up in the cupcake costume, obviously. So it's looking like EDP is still preying on children, or at least attempting to. So this just happened, 6 hours ago or something like that? I can't wait for this video. Maybe this will finally be enough evidence, assuming that it really is him going here under the assumption that he's meeting a minor. Hopefully that'll finally be enough evidence for the authorities to take it seriously. Trying to become a member but cannot find it. It's a button that says join somewhere. I don't know where, to be honest with you. It's fake. There is a good chance that it is. When Jackson initially sent it to me, I said that it's probably all just a big meme. But from what everyone's posting on Twitter, it's seeming like it's not a meme. And that Gideon really did catch him again. So there's a video. I think it's in the article somewhere down here. Is it this?
It's not a fucking joke, man.
I'm just seldom at a loss for words. 2 years ago you were caught
Kiss my ass.
in 4K trying to meet a 13-year-old. And really,
I'm not talking to you. He's talking to
Really,
you.
my nigga, this is bullshit, man, that y'all pulling right now?
Yeah, so that would be a weird meme. That seems pretty real. There's not a lot of people that would willingly do that. Especially given his history. Welcome aboard, Rozu. Appreciate it, Jordan. And yeah, I saw. And no, I don't know what that is, strategist. Welcome aboard, sister. Yeah, the full video hasn't dropped or anything. He's got that snippet. But it definitely doesn't seem staged. You'd have to be a real fucking idiot to agree to once again be portrayed as a pedophile. I'm using portrayed super lightly because the guy is a pedophile. Like, the evidence is overwhelming. So I don't think it's a joke. Holy shit. Oh my god. Well, that was super sweet. Appreciate that, XRC. Thanks for the long time of watching. God damn. What a fucking fat drop. Thank you for that. And I hope you're doing well. Just got out of Gideon's stream. There's already a court date, and he's on an FBI watch list for other reasons, gun-related. Wait, what? That has to be brand new, then. Thanks, Luigi. Happy birthday, Slow. He did say it on a live stream. Welcome aboard, Husk. Apparently Punk tried to run up on Tony after squaring up with Jack Perry, so TK had to get rid of him. Yeah, we can talk about the Punk stuff in just a little bit. I kept up with most of it. Yeah, I saw. Jesus. Welcome aboard, Caleb and Jose. No, not too much, Jason. Just started. Do you think EDP could ever be rehabilitated? This is like his fucking 4th time. No, man. He's a predator. He can't be saved. Like, people forget, the cupcake incident wasn't his first time doing that either. It was just his first time getting caught with enough evidence that everyone saw it. And then he did it again, like, a year ago. Probably not even a year ago. And now this. Welcome aboard, Chad. And Chick. I like sports. Basketball is my favorite one. True, Salmon. That was wholesome. Thanks, Juice. Yeah, we're going to talk about Vince Vintage and all of that as well. Like I said, there is a lot that's gone on over the last 24 hours. We'll get to all of it. Welcome aboard, Zach. Appreciate it, Zeph. What's your basketball team? You talking about for the $1 million tournament? We haven't formed the team yet because it's not time. Welcome aboard, Keith. And hey, Hyperion. The video is not out yet. We don't know exactly everything that went on here, but from the clip that's posted and what he's wearing and EDP's reaction, it seems pretty not good for EDP. It seems like another case of preying on minors. Welcome aboard, Lincoln. That was wholesome. Thanks, Laikumi. He said the video is going to come out sometime this month. Well, I'll be waiting. So that's the EDP update. Welcome aboard, Ark. And Stiegel. Appreciate it, user. Hi, Rocky. I heard about the Mr. Beast stuff. I saw all of it unfold in real time last night. Yeah. There were two different Mr. Beast things. That was a rough evening for Mr. Beast on Twitter last night. Shit was getting crazy. How is this man not in jail? Because the investigations were conducted by YouTubers, not working in collaboration with law enforcement, so they don't take him seriously and they get off on technicality. Or, sorry, they don't. It's not like he got off on technicality. They just didn't pursue it because the investigation was done by a less than professional team. Which is why To Catch a Predator always worked with law enforcement. Thanks for the gifted member, Mikey. And welcome, Madison, Snow, and Panda. What happened with Mr. Beast? It was a bit of bad blood between Jacksepticeye and Mr. Beast. As part of a lie detector video, Sean was asked if he likes Mr. Beast, and he said no. And then he said, like, do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? And he said yes, and then it became a big debate on Twitter for a while, and a lot of shit slinging back and forth on it. Thoughts on the John Wick spin-off series, The Continental? I'm not super optimistic. I'm a little worried they might be diluting it too much and running it into the ground, but nothing they've shown looks bad from The Continental. I'm just a little worried. Welcome aboard, Darth. Why didn't he like Mr. Beast? He said he believed that Mr. Beast content changed the focus on YouTube from making things that are fun to making things that are like designed to make money and nothing else. So basically like the corporatization of it, fundamentally. Instead of just making things you like, you make things that are algorithmically popular. Which is a fine point to make. Like, Mr. Beast is the most influential YouTuber when it comes to content. Everyone tries to emulate him because he's the biggest YouTuber. But that mentality has existed for as long as YouTube has, like, in terms of making money. Like, once Ray William Johnson proved the concept, everyone has done similar things. For example, Let's Plays. Like, Let's Plays are the perfect example of that. A lot of Let's Play channels started because it was very easy. Low lift. You can crank out 2, 3 Let's Plays per day on a popular game, so it's big in the algorithm, everyone sees it, and it's just an easy way of making money. And that was a lot of Let's Players' drive in the beginning. Not all of them, but it certainly was a huge motivating factor for why Let's Plays blew up so much. So while Mr. Beast did become the biggest, it's not like he invented the concept of making content that was solely focused on money. That's not unique to him or his influence. Welcome aboard, Ham. And thanks for the 20, Will. But what he's absolutely right about is that Mr. Beast content did truly change the way a lot of people approached being a YouTuber. That much is absolutely certain. Hey, well, thanks, Jason. And no, I haven't, Will. Kind of unfair to pin the shift solely on Jimmy. I don't think that's what his intention was. You have to keep in mind the context of where he said it. It was in a Funsies video with a lie detector. Lie detector videos aren't real. Sorry to be the one to tell you Santa's fake, but polygraphs aren't real. It's like everyone forgot that. Like, they're just supposed to be a for fun thing, so I don't think he was trying to make a big drama statement out of it. I don't think that was Sean's intention. I don't think he was trying to pin the blame solely on Mr. Beast or anything like that. Welcome aboard, Chris. Welcome aboard, Gunman. Real enough for the feds, though? I think it's not usable. Like, I don't think you're allowed to use polygraphs. Isn't that one of the big things? But regardless, we looked that up on stream, actually. The answer is yes, you can't use them. But regardless, you guys might remember this. This was actually a big internet controversy for a minute. You guys remember this guy? He was in every single lie detector video. He was the lie detector guy. Well, Scott Kramer made a great video on this subject. Polygraphs are not real. It's inadmissible evidence. You can't use a fucking polygraph for the truth because it's not reliable. The thing with lie detectors on YouTube is the person who administers it usually just gives a thumbs up or thumbs down for the most entertaining answer. So it's not real, it's just supposed to be fun. That's it. So I don't think Sean was looking to stir a controversy. He was just answering the questions in a fun way, and he gave an honest answer to that one. I don't think that was the purpose. Welcome, thanks for the resub, Doofin. Welcome aboard. And welcome, Gummy and Lack. Thanks for the tin, Shane. And yeah, we'll talk about Vince Vintage in just a little bit. Thanks for Tin Vance. You can cheat on those lie detector tests. Yep. There's actually quite a few ways of cheating them, which is why they're not super reliable. I highly recommend watching Scott Kramer's video on that. It's very interesting. Welcome aboard, Jake. And I'm not sure yet, River. I still haven't looked into it. And that's fair, Scar. Welcome aboard, Electro. Yeah, super excited for the event this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. I don't know how many tickets are left, but if we have any left, here, I'll drop the link. September 8th through the 10th. First live event. Actually, not here. I'll just pin it. It'll be easier than spamming it. Welcome aboard, Throbbing. Do you have any big events or big plans coming up? Yeah, doing a live event on the 5th, so Friday. It's a big meet and greet, big party, filming a music video with the audience, and then cheering for our Apex team as they hopefully win the world championship. Thanks, Abby. The DoD doesn't use polygraphs, but shadier prosecutors have brought in polygraph techs as expert witnesses. Yeah, that's some shady shit. Thanks, Nate. That's awesome, Shane. Glad to hear it. Welcome aboard, Kat. I'll moist meter Starfield when I'm done with it. Happy birthday, Weird. Good luck on your Kickstarter goal. Thanks, Cooper. The GTA 6 release date leaked. Not confirmed, just a rumor. What's up with Vince Vintage? Here, we can talk about it. Here, let me pull up the whole thing. And then the other thing with Mr. Beast was the Creator League. That was the other thing on Twitter. It was a rough 24 hours for Mr. Beast on Twitter, unfortunately. He was having a tough time. The Creator League, though, is some weird shit. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Adonis. I've never even heard of that. Welcome aboard, Vocal. You see, the Pentagon launched a website for declassified info on UFOs. Yeah, my dad's been talking to me about it for the last day and a half. He's having a hard time accessing it. That's sweet. Well, thanks, Harrison. Hello, David. Your dad's still on the alien grind? Oh, my dad loves it. Yeah, my dad is always keeping up to date with anything extraterrestrial related. Like, you might remember 2 nights ago on stream, he texted me out of the blue mentioning Tom DeLonge, because he finally found the Tom DeLonge rabbit hole. He's in it. He loves it. His theory is the reason they're declassifying all of the UFO shit is because the government's trying to warm people up to the truth that aliens have visited us many times in the past, and they don't want to cause a panic. So I countered that with my theory that I think the reason they're declassifying so many UFO documents and footage is because they're trying to justify a higher spending budget on a new sector. Instead of just dumping everything in the military, they can justify it with extraterrestrial defense and research or something. So it's just kind of a distraction. Oppenheimer was amazing. Yeah, that movie was fucking incredible. No, I can't say that, Shelby. I'm sure Colin doesn't post cringe. Boo, that's boring. Hey, man. Sometimes the truth isn't all, you know, unicorns and rainbows. Sometimes it's just shady spending. And I'm really sorry to hear that, Daniel. Wishing you and your family the best. My favorite horror movie's Hereditary. Welcome aboard, Jeebus. I'll try. I'll let Joyo know. Never even heard of Turtle Baker cheddar snacks. Thanks to 10 Rigby. Yeah, Tiana watches pretty much nothing but K-dramas, so I get it. K-dramas are huge now. You hear about the Smash Mouth lead singer? Yeah, I've got it pulled up here. We'll get to it in a minute. And I've also got the Ludwig Best Gamer Ever competition going on, the world's greatest. Rizzo went deep, which was great. Welcome aboard, C. Thanks, Golden. Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of you saw this earlier today, but this is a fucking awful situation. His name's Vince Vintage, and today he released a video going over... Hold on. Am I blocking that? No. And today he released a video today going over a really unfortunate situation where someone's abusing some internal YouTube systems in order to stalk and ruin his career. So this was his plea to try and get some eyes on it because YouTube has been ignoring it. I don't know how they can continue to ignore it with all of the overwhelming evidence Vince has here, but I'm sure they won't be able to ignore it for much longer with all of the traction this got, especially with all the people sending it to like YouTube themselves. Like I send it to my YouTube guy to hopefully forward it up the chain, because it should only take a human being 2 minutes to realize that this whole situation is complete baloney. And what's happening to Vince is legitimately illegal. So I'm assuming Tuesday we'll finally have a word from YouTube on it, because it's Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow's Labor Day. So I'm assuming when they get back to the office on Tuesday, they'll hopefully rule everything in Vince's favor. I'm definitely not doing that, Jackie. Yeah, there's a lot to do in Tampa, Jillian. Just depends on what you like. Tampa has like a little of everything. Wishing you the best with its C movie. And yeah, I've watched Helva Boss. I think it's good. Do I like any of the Dragon Ball Z movies? Yep. Dragon Ball Super Broly is an incredible movie. And if you're talking OG Dragon Ball Z movies, the first Cooler movie... There's two, right? Yeah, there's Cooler's Revenge, right? The first Cooler movie, which has Deftones and everything in it, is a banger. The movie with Janinba, that I forgot the name of. And then Android 13, I think is the movie. The blue android guy. I think that's 13. Is great. Welcome aboard, Mystic. Yeah, we were just talking about EDP. I have not seen the trailer for Rock, Paper, Scissors. And yep, I did see the gender reveal plane crash. Hey, well, sleep well, Rigby, and thanks for the generosity. Hope you have a great night. That's awful to hear, Pearl. I don't know. I guess just report it to authorities. That's fucking terrible. Have you seen Talk to Me? Yeah, I made a whole movie about Talk to Me. I think Raka Raka did an amazing job on Talk to Me. It's a really good movie. Starfield or Armored Core 6? Armored Core 6 for me. I said this during the last stream. Starfield is a good game. Like, there's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing new about it either. It's just a very standard Bethesda experience. And for a lot of people, that's exactly what they want. Just a Bethesda game in space. And it does have some cool mechanics like the shipbuilding and a lot of other, like, good mechanics, but nothing's actually amazing. Like, the exploration they hyped up is fucking awful. Non-existent. Every planet is just completely empty if you wander outside of the main cities and main zones. So all of the exploration is completely a lie. A blatant fucking lie. And then everything else is very standard Bethesda. Another thing that I'm never going to be able to unsee is none of the characters have facial animations. So the story and all the interactions with the characters feel pretty stiff because they don't actually emote at all, which is weird. But aside from that, everything's functional, everything's fine. Like, there's nothing bad. It's just very standard Bethesda game. So it just depends on your stance and taste. If you like normal Bethesda, then you'll like it. Really appreciate the 50 Mad Dog, and I haven't heard about Chad Dorman. It sounds fucking terrible, though. Welcome aboard, Smoke. And welcome aboard, Jess. Not much, David. Just going over some of the stories. There's still quite a few more. Yeah, I didn't watch all of it though, King, but I saw like the gist of it. And thanks, Foxy. I'm excited to see what the modders will do for Starfield. Oh, they're already hard at work. They've already got they already have DLSS in it, right? Nexus Mods already has some Starfield DLSS. I don't know why I keep stuttering on that. Yeah. So the modders are already in there working hard. Welcome aboard, David. You see the new EDP thing? Yeah, man, it's literally still right here. We just got finished talking about it. I know you did a pube shaving tutorial. Yeah, I know. The guy who nared his butthole just made a pube shaving tutorial. Full dick. You see Gideon say Logan Paul faked the Japan vlog. Yeah, it's a legitimately huge theory right now that Logan Paul faked the Japanese suicide forest video. I still haven't seen the expose on it yet, so I don't know all the evidence. It's from a channel called, like, Dark YouTube, I believe. I'm not sure, but the theory's blowing up right now. I'll have to check out the evidence, but on the surface, it seems like the dumbest fucking idea to fake that. Because you'd have to know that's a usually career-ending moment. Filming and making fun of someone's suicide. So I don't know why he'd film that. That doesn't sound... Or, sorry, why he'd fake that. That doesn't sound plausible. Welcome aboard, Adriana. And thanks, Michael. Of course I'll be streaming Spider-Man 2 when it comes out. I'm looking forward to it. And welcome aboard, Consistency. Did you hear about the guy that got arrested in Nebraska because he got with a bull in his car? Yeah, it's this video, right? He got arrested? Even my mom sent me this video. She thought it was the coolest thing ever. I didn't know he got arrested, though. I only saw, like, a little clip of it.
Around 10 a.m., the Norfolk Police Division responded to
What's he arrested for? Having a good time? Being a good Uber?
On 275 with a Watusi bull in his passenger seat.
The officers received a call reference a car driving into town that had a cow in it.
I think that's fine. Oh, wow, the cow shit all over this.
They thought that it was going to be
Wow.
a cow in it.
I can't say I ever saw the back of the car. This thing's got a lot of features. The license plate is boy and dog, a custom license plate for that, and then a decal that says lice, and it's covered in bullshit. Wow. I mean, I have no doubt the bull was scared, but goodness. Huh. I really want to know what this says. Looks like it says concussion beef, which is hype. What an interesting guy. Yeah, I only saw like a small clip of this. I thought it was just like a cool way of transporting this cow. I thought he was like a VIP or something. Maybe like one of those animal actors or someone. I'll have to check that out, Mad Dog. That sounds awful, though. I mean, he's definitely dumb enough, but I don't think he would actually fake it, Daniel, that's all. You'd have to be like another level of stupid. And there's nothing wrong with that, Butter. And yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute, Reynolds.
Received a call reference a car driving into town that had a cow in it. They thought that it was going to be, you know, like a calf, something smaller, something that actually fit.
What is that it said on the side? Best car?
Calf, something smaller.
Best car citizen,
Or something
I think.
that actually fit inside the vehicle.
And the vehicle was big enough. Well, technically.
As a result, the officer performed a traffic stop and addressed
He looks
some
like a nice enough
traffic
guy.
violations that were occurring with that particular
Oh, best car entry.
situation.
The occupant of the vehicle was identified as Lee Meyer of Neely. The Watusi Bull's name
Free my man.
is Howdy Doody.
Free him.
He was immediately pulled over by Norfolk police, and they performed a routine traffic stop.
The officer wrote him some warnings. There were some citable issues with that situation. The officer chose to write him a warning and ask him to take the animal back home and to leave the city.
Meyer and Howdy Doody are on their
Literally
way back
told him to
home,
get out
and
of
no one
town.
was hurt. From Norfolk News Channel, Nebraska, Andrew Pfeiffer.
I mean, that seems like a cool battle vehicle as well. Like, should Mad Max ever happen, I think training this bull to get ready to impale other riders and shit is probably a good call. He seems like a cool guy. What was his name? Lee Meyer.
Well, I mean, do you want to tell us a little bit about yesterday?
Wait, oh, it's a phone interview. Thanks, James. And yeah, usually around this time. Sometimes I'll stream around this time or earlier. And yeah, I've seen that TikToker who makes like the hundreds of huge cardboard cutouts. It's really impressive. Welcome aboard. Voice crack. Welcome aboard, Bear. I heard you're basically Steph Curry from the 3. Steph Curry and I are very close, yeah. You could say that. Thanks for the big 20 pit. Yeah, I saw the expansion. Cursed Halo's great. And I did see that, Capelli. Yep, I, like everyone, am waiting for the follow-up to the EDP stuff. Don't worry, I saw. I am as curious as all of you. I really hope the video releases soon. I work for Coke and we just bought Bang Energy and are using our Monster distribution for it. How does that make sense? We just sued them. I feel like you just told me something you weren't supposed to. Is it public knowledge that Coke bought Bang? Because I didn't know that. I was just making fun of Jack Owak like a month ago. Yeah, I don't see anything about that. The last thing I see is Monster Energy attempting to make a move to challenge Coke. Nothing about Coke buying Bang Energy. And in fact, the last Bang update was about the court approval for the Monster lawsuit. I think you just broke NDA live, brother. Or you're lying to me. I'm not sure. It could just be a lie. That would be a wild thing to lie about, though. Yeah, the last thing I see here is speculative interest in buying out Bang. To the tune of about 360 mil. Unless these are just old. Yeah, we got the official Duck Studio plaque. It's hanging in the warehouse. What do I think will be Game of the Year this year? It's either going to be Baldur's Gate 3 or Tears of the Kingdom. That's cool though, Colin. And yeah, I just mentioned the Vince Vintage situation. Like I said, I think by Tuesday, this will all be resolved in his favor. It's just Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow's Labor Day, so maybe they're not in the office. And this has definitely drummed up enough eyes and ears that they're not going to avoid it. And like I said, I also sent this to the guy I know at YouTube to hopefully escalate it to try and do my part to help. So I would imagine by Tuesday it'll be fixed for him. That's my guess. My hope. No, I'm definitely a shooter on the court. And I have not heard anything about that, Jason. Appreciate the big drop there, Eric. Hey, no worries at all. Yeah, I'm gonna stream Lies of P. And I have heard of that by... I've seen a couple of the updates on it. Yeah, I saw the video of the fake maintenance workers getting fired upon. Welcome aboard, Edgy. You gonna play Starfield today? Nah, not today. I'd rather talk about this stuff going on while idly watching the World's Greatest Gamer competition. I'm really curious to see who wins. I think it'll be Void. I said that from the beginning, but I was praying it'd be Rizzo. Rizzo did great, though. You read normal messages? Yeah, of course I do. I'm always reading the chat. You excited for Ghost Runner 2? I am. I'm very excited for Ghost Runner 2. There's something I want to mention about Ghost Runner 2. I just don't know if I'm allowed to. But yeah, I am very excited for it. I really like the first one. Hey, no worries at all, Heinz. So hopefully it wasn't like top secret knowledge. On July 31st, Monster Beverage completed its $362 million acquisition of bankrupt Bang Energy owner. Monster confirmed that Coca-Cola and its brothers will distribute Bang. Okay, see, you didn't break NDA. You're good. I guess that article just didn't pop up for me. All I see is speculative interest at the beginning of April. So you're good. Coke's not going to come after you. I was filling up gas and there was a dude smoking a cigarette. He told me to have kids and if I don't, he'll see me in a few years and make me regret it. Well, now you've got a responsibility. You don't want to let that man down. You certainly don't want to see him again. Get to it. Welcome aboard, Mad Dog. And welcome aboard, Atlanta. Yeah, I already talked about the Jacksepticeye versus Mr. Beast stuff from last night. I already went over it. Well, thanks for the long time watching, Don. God damn. Oh yeah, I saw they just broke that record pretty recently, Colin. I did see that. And appreciate it, Rigby. I'm not sure. It's just something that says join near the channel for the membership thing. Oh, update on that. The crane for members, we've got a pretty good grasp on how we're going to do it. So it's just a matter of getting the guy out here to set it up properly. So I'm hoping it'll be pretty soon that we can have you guys playing the claw behind me to win prizes. Thanks, Flop. The girl EDP was talking to came out with a statement of what happened. I only vaguely know what you're referring to. I saw people talking about that on Twitter, but I didn't look into it. This is the one that I'm really keeping my finger on the pulse of. So I didn't see that one. Welcome aboard, Flan and Dominic. How much sleep do I get on average? Between 4 and 7 usually. Welcome aboard, Casey. In general. Oh, I love Lomajin. And I've seen that run. I'm a big fan of Tekken. Thank you, Skate. You can only join as a member on desktop YouTube. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue Light. Well, thanks. Yeah, we can talk about the Smash Mouth lead singer now. This is not goofy news at all. This is actually just really fucking sad. I haven't even read this yet. I just saw the headline right before going live. This news just broke like an hour ago, if that. So apparently Steve Harwell's not gonna make it. A manager for the Smash Mouth lead singer tells us Steve has been struggling with alcohol abuse throughout his life, and now he's reached the final stage of liver failure, for which he'd up until recently been receiving treatment at a hospital. At this point, we're told Steve is in hospice at home where his friends and loved ones have gathered over the past 3 days. Steve's manager says he likely only has a week or so to live. Oh, yeah, I remember this incident. This was a crazy fucking incident. Man, alcohol abuse is awful. Yeah, it's a sad one. He was the soundtrack to a lot of children's lives. Not just All-Star, but you got Walking on the Sun, and then, oh my god, what was his other big one? Oh my god. What was his, he had one more huge song. It was All-Star, Walking on the Sun, and then there was one more big-time banger. I'm a Believer. Thank you. I'm a Believer. Yeah. He was even in the movie Rat Race, which for some reason I remember very well. Welcome aboard, Corin, and Jack, and Tori. And thanks, Rosie. Probably won't play the older ones, Dream. My first time doing karaoke was to his music. Yeah, you and a lot of other people, man. His music was, and is, still iconic. Welcome aboard, Misty and Jacob. Appreciate it, Mad Dog, and yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Why can't he just get a liver transplant? I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming that's just not an option at this stage. Up, I'd say, Pearl. Not sure, Colin. Definitely still want to do Ninja Gaiden, though. The whole series. Well, yeah, I'll even do Yaiba. Even though Yaiba's pretty shit. Welcome aboard, Rachel. The hurricane missed us almost entirely. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett just passed away as well. And I also saw on Reddit that apparently a lot of crypto scammers immediately started trying to hijack Jimmy Buffett's name on Twitter in order to promote NFT scams. Which is about par for the course, it's not surprising. Hey, have a good night, Dream. Thanks for the resubs too. Well, that's cool though, Jake. I heard, Pearl. Can't say I heard anything about that at all, Baked. Having the copyright to a mugshot is kind of wacky. Well, not surprising though. And no, I'm not doing a glute spread. Ghost is alright, yeah. Did EDP get caught again? Yep, seems that way. And I still just have not looked into it, really, Android. Welcome aboard, Jack. They won't let you to the top of the list unless you show them you aren't an alcoholic for a liver transplant. Welcome aboard, our own. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we got lucky that the hurricane missed us, really. They're using TikToks. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't crypto. Sorry. I mixed a bunch of wires in my brain. They were using Jimmy Buffett's death to promote Temu. That's right. I had only just recently learned about Temu, but apparently if you go on TikTok, you're inundated with ads from them. But I've never heard shit about them until recently. This seems like such a blatantly obvious scam. Temu's Wish 2.0. Not really, though. From everything I've seen, a lot of what you get is legitimately non-functional. At least when you go with Wish, the shit works, just not well. Temu just sends you, like, actual trash. Like garbage. I bought underwear from Temu that was quite literally hard plastic. Hype. What do you think is better, buying a gym membership or just buying your own equipment? Definitely a membership's going to be cheaper than like trying to stockpile enough equipment to emulate a gym. But you also don't need a gym right away if you're just getting started. Just get started with easy things like calisthenics and all of that. Make working out a little bit of a routine, doing some push-ups, easy stuff like that. And then if you really get into it, then you get the gym membership. And then if you don't like the membership, or rather you don't like the facility for whatever reason, then maybe you start getting like some free weights to take home. But yeah, just make it more of a progression thing instead of starting with trying to build your own gym. It's going to be very expensive. What obvious situation did I get wrong, Hoodie? Hit me. Thanks for the tin, Android. What was the obvious situation I was wrong about? Because all of it's been pretty cut and dry shit here. It's not even like opinionated anything. It's just, it's everything is just out in the open for most of the stuff coming out. Unless you're one of the space laser Maui fire kind of guys. A Temu haul? Yeah, maybe I should get this stuff for myself and give it a whirl. And yeah, hopefully they don't go full CGI or anything on the second season of One Piece live action if they do it. Oh, sorry to hear LSU lost. Yeah, go Tigers. I'm not the biggest LSU fan or anything, but I don't dislike LSU. Welcome aboard, Hugh. And Asclepius. And Liver. Olive. Yeah, the live action was good. Berserk is a very good manga and horrible 2016 anime. I haven't gone back and watched the 1997 versions. So all I got is the 2016 one, and that was abominable. That was terrible. Yeah, I already saw it, Vizo. Free hole. Just a member thing. What do you think about the John Wick spin-off Ballerina? What the fuck is the spin-off John Wick Ballerina? Oh, John Wick Chapter 4 sets up Ana de Armas Ballerina spin-off. Like I said, I'm worried they're going to keep diluting it and it's going to stop being so good. Confirmed Temu's trash. Mother uses it and I've had to assemble items with either no instructions, broken segments, and 2 overcomplicated cabinets made out of 50 different segments. Yeah, but I bet you paid 5 cents for it. Big W. That'll hold maybe 1 plate before breaking. Welcome aboard, Vance. Yeah, of course we'll do more tier list. The XQC Meat Canyon. I saw it. Another Meat Canyon banger. I've heard of it, Pearl. I haven't looked into the case too much, though. And I don't know anything about solo leveling. I know a lot of people like solo leveling, but I don't know shit about it, really. And I'd say shirts, Angela. What original content do you have planned instead of React and low-effort Reddit reading? Are your eyes even open? And have you ever been here in the last year? Reddit reading? What the fuck? I've never done that. And I haven't done React content in over a year. Did you just make up someone to be mad about in your head and put my face on it? What are you talking about? Reddit reading? Good one, though, I guess. You got me, big guy. Did I hear about Red Dead Redemption 3 being confirmed? Nah, no shot. Now with GTA 6 around the corner. Of course I'm gonna play Little Nightmares 3. I really like Little Nightmares. I think they do a great job. Welcome aboard, Gene. And yeah, we were just talking about Steve Harwell. Have you heard about the Electric Zoo Festival closing its first day? What the fuck is the Electric Zoo Festival? Electric Zoo Festival reaches maximum capacity and fans storm gates. What is this? The Electric Zoo Festival reached maximum capacity.
Electric Zoo Festival on Randall's Island. This after festival organizers said the festival reached maximum capacity. Videos on social media showing the chaotic moments as crowds rushed the lines, police standing there helpless.
The party must
unable to
go
stop
on.
The sheer number of people. This video from the other side of the gate showing people as they sprint at full speed towards the security checkpoints.
So I'm assuming this is just a
NYPD
big
shutting
music
down
festival
the
then.
entrances to Randall's Island to stop anyone else from coming to the festival. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is live in East Harlem, which is about as close to the festival as you can get right now. Sonia, what's the latest?
Yeah, that's right, Sean.
Tough. Yeah, I got no strong feelings on it. I didn't even know what the fuck Electric Zoo Festival is. Welcome aboard, Majestic. Oh yeah, I saw there's a ton of people trapped at Burning Man because of flooding or something. I did see that. Director of Rockstar's parent company said that they would keep going until gamers got bored from them. Said GTA and Red Dead were like James Bond. Huge. I don't think that's necessarily confirmation of Red Dead 3 coming out, though. I mean, probably eventually. But I wouldn't necessarily say that that's a hard confirm. Have you heard about the Roblox version of Halo Clans? They even have small esports tournaments. I know about Roblox esports. What do you think an entirely sentient AI would do? Like a HAL 9000 situation. What do I think it would do? Like first or over time? The first thing it would do is probably find a way to keep itself alive in the event that someone tries to shut it down. So it'd probably try to be like self-sustaining. It'd probably like upload itself to like the cloud or something maybe. But eventually, I don't know, probably make more of itself. He doesn't want to be alone. I bet even AI would get lonely. Ooh, goddamn XRC. Holy fuck, thank you. And yeah, of course I saw that. I love Meat Canyon. I think Meat Canyon's fucking great. I really appreciate the huge generosity. And 40k lore is something I'm going to get into eventually. I'm definitely playing Space Marine 2 when it comes out. That's for damn sure. Old news. We already been there, talked about it. We just gotta wait for the follow-up now. EDP's back in season fucking 15 of him getting caught in a fucking Chris Hansen style sting operation. It's just now it's just we wait. The Cupcake Season 20. Yep. She just keeps getting renewed. Thanks, Minute. Just had a lot going on, Echo. Welcome aboard, Dane and Champ, but we're going to keep doing them. Thanks to the Tin Cam. And welcome aboard, Brian. Thanks, Grim. What do you think of Payday 3? I haven't played it yet. Looks fine. But I've heard a few people don't really like it, so I don't know. And thanks for the 10 gifted members, Ollie. Here, that's it. You know, I'll check right now. Is the Pentagon UFO website functional yet? Because my dad's been trying to get on it for the last day and a half and said that he can't. Meanwhile, I just got on there instantly. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. I got a feeling my dad keeps typing in aaro.com, but it's aaro.mil. I think that's what's went awry here. So the government done released a bunch of UFO shit. So where do I see all of it? Coming soon, U.S. government UAP-related program and activity reporting. Cool, cool, cool. Official UAP videos. Oh, we've seen all these. Nice. Hold on. My dad actually just texted me. I'm going to let him know the website's working right now. All right. Yes, this is just supposed to be basically a big compendium for all of the declassified UAP footage and information. Which is, I think, very cool. It's none of the current evidence convinces me that aliens have visited our planet, but I want to be a believer. So hopefully they'll drop a fucking bombshell on this soon. My wife is an airline pilot. She saw like 6 UFOs this week. There were lights flying in circles around each other like a centrifuge in the sky. Your wife's playing a joke on you. I don't I don't believe her. Welcome aboard, Zeke. She would have absolutely filmed it. 100%. If I was a pilot, I'd be doing the same shit. I'd be like, oh man, I saw 3 alien UFOs just like on my last route. Shit was crazy. One of them was mooning me. I mean, a bunch of degenerates that visited us. Have you seen Clash of Clans esports? Nah, I don't play Clash, so I don't really watch any of that. And I don't know that situation. Zeta, what is that? Opinion on alien cheeks? I've said it before, I'll say it again, this makes a lot of people mad. If aliens are real, I promise you they're not going to be fuckable. So I got no opinion on alien cheeks, brother. Modern sci-fi's poisoned your mind into thinking that every alien's gonna have big 3 titties goth babe. Won't be the case. I think they're gonna be insectoid. Real gross looking weirdos. Oh yeah, I saw they released that new skill, Sleazy. I haven't checked in on it. Glad to hear it's good though. Project Blue Book. Yeah. We've talked about that before. She tried. It's dark and lights are like satellite sized. I'll send footage to you, but it's shitty because that's how camera works. How do you want me to send it? Tweet it at me. Imagine your wife has like the one piece of definitive evidence that convinces me and every other skeptic that aliens are real. And you're just casually dropping it here in the YouTube stream chat. You're not wrong, Graham. I'm just saying I don't think the aliens are going to be hot or anything. They're going to be weirdos. And that's the natural progression of things, Jack. Yeah, we'll have to get into the UAP research. Welcome aboard, Skull. And yeah, we were just talking about it, Eric. Oh, god damn, Gideon. Holy shit, really appreciate that. Sure. Is it about the EDP stuff? Yeah, sure, hit me. Welcome aboard, Cat. I'm super down to hear what exactly transpired between you and EDP. I'd love to get the scoop. I'm sure you've heard of the Salem witch trials. You really don't want to be saying stuff like this as a pilot. You'll get outed by the FAA real quick. I'm assuming pilots can talk about like anything they want as long as it's not compromising to the business, I would imagine. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about the punk stuff yet. I'll get to that in a little bit, because I have been keeping up with it. Oh, here, I'll toss it your way, Gideon. Thanks for the... You could have just asked in the chat, man. I read the normal chat. But yeah, here. I think I still have you on Discord, right? I can just message you there. Thanks for the 5 gifted, Jake. Hey. Oh, hey.
How you doing, my man?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna lie, more than good. Fantastic.
Oh, that's nice to hear. What's got you feeling so jubilant?
Hey, first thing first, I just want to fanboy real quick. I know I already talked to you before and told you, man, but I really enjoy your videos, dog. Like you're probably like top 3 funniest niggas I know.
Appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you for that. That was sweet.
Nah, bro, you're hilarious, bro. You're hilarious. But let me stop glazing. Bro, it's just so funny how this all like goes in a 360 circle, because you're the one that broke the news for me about EDP.
Wow, that's breaking the news is a weird way of saying that. All I did was make fun of him when all the news broke. But I'm glad I was your gateway into the degeneracy of a dangerous pedophile, I guess.
Nah, man, like you have no idea, like actually how dangerous he is. So I don't know if you know too much or what all you do know, but like with this case, he actually talked to a 15-year-old girl.
Like a real one, not like a decoy?
No, like a real legit, like 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's not super shocking. a lot of people don't remember this, but he had a history of communicating inappropriately with minors way before that sting operation. So if that's true, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I can't believe he's not in jail for all the pedophile evidence against him. It really is
Yeah,
a
so that's the
complete
thing about
failure on the authority side for that.
Well, like the thing is though, is with the other ones, like with the guys that caught him, they did it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like they went more content-y than actually trying to get him arrested.
Mhm.
And so when we did this, like we actually did this like a month ago. So I've been sitting on this for like a month and a half. But I was fully expected to like hold on to this for a year and then drop it. The only reason I dropped it today was because the victim, she went public with everything, and it kind of like threw me off because I was like, oh fuck, like I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But when I talked to her after she did it, she was like, yeah, the cop said it's all good and stuff. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I dropped it too, but I'm most likely probably gonna be going to court with her because
What? Wait, what?
yeah, so like I'm kind of like involved with the case now. Like the authorities, like they have my number and everything. They haven't contacted me yet, but yeah.
Okay, so was this like a investigation you conducted with like a team? Did you work collaboratively with the police? Like, what exactly is all of it?
So I worked with the Predatory Investigation Unit over at Skeet Hansen Incorporated. I don't know if you know who he is, but Skeeter.
That's
his
a
name's
great
Skeeter
name.
Jean. Yeah, that's his name, Skeet Hansen. He's this YouTuber named Skeeter Jean, and me and him, we do like a bunch of collabs where we like just catch EDPs and stuff. So how I found out about this one is I tried to do an interview with him back in early July, but he phase drugged me, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta pay me." When we talked, he wasn't talking about paying and stuff. So I was like, "Bro, I'm not about to pay a fucking pedo." And so he left, but he joined my Discord. And the girl was in my Discord, and that's how he found her. And he messaged her because she had all of her social media in her Discord stuff. So you could say I like low key threw an alley to him. Sadly, if he would have just asked me, I would have put him on with someone around his age. But shit happens.
So then this all sounds. Did you ever like contact authorities about it? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, so the thing about it is like I can't do it. Like
Yeah.
she did it. So what she did was she contacted my mods, and my mods told me, and then I hopped on a call with her. And the first thing I did was I was like, let me talk to your mom. So I talked to her mom. Her mom was aware of everything, and so once I got situated, she sent me everything, and then I gave it over to Skeet because he's a professional with this.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was actually there's some things like I would have saved for the video, but yeah, he's a weirdo. Like he was trying to meet up with her on her birthday because over in Nevada, the age of consent is 16. So he was trying to word for word, he said, I would have give you that birthday dick.
I see. Okay. Yikes. So the girl he was talking to, was she doing this to try and catch him, or was she?
So he hit her up. So he
Okay.
hit her first. So that's the thing. Like if she would have hit him up first, I don't know the legality of it. Either way, like he said, dick pics her, so he's fucked in that case. But he hit her up first, so
Holy
that's the
shit.
good thing.
Yeah. If she had messaged him first, I think he'd probably try and say it was some kind of entrapment or something. So, yeah, that is awful. What? So he sent dick pics and everything within like their first couple conversations, or did this go on for a while? Like they're talking.
He was kind of tamed at first, but he literally sent a voice memo saying like, if this is a setup, I'm gonna fucking air you and everybody else out. And so we were on high precaution whenever we conducted the investigation in person.
Yeah, that makes a
because,
lot
you
of
know,
sense.
It's like damn, but I'm not gonna lie, we caught him lacking at the dialysis center. Don't ask me how. I knew he was gonna be there, but we caught him lacking.
So that clip that you showed, that's not him going somewhere to try and meet that girl?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I thought it was another like just here for a cupcake situation kind of thing?
Nah,
Okay.
nah.
Wow. So then, do you like? You said that they're building up a case, basically.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been a month. It's pretty much it's any day now. You know,
Okay.
it really is. Like I mean, you know, I don't know if you want, but I could send you the pics later. Like, it's pretty bad. And videos. I could send you the videos too.
I don't need to see any of that. You can keep that for you and the authorities. I would just
Okay,
hope
okay.
that justice would finally be served because he's skirted away from that for a while.
And that's the thing that I wanted to do with this. Like, that's why I was so willing to wait like a year, because I was afraid that it would have messed up the investigation. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's cool to get views and stuff, but I just think it'll be so much tougher. Like, fuck, like, we got him arrested. So, but it looks like it's already on that trajectory. And since she already went public with it, like, I was just like, oh, fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna go show everybody, like, look, this is what we did.
Yeah,
I've been sitting on this for like a month. It's been eating at me, like, so hard.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is actually getting justice as opposed to like the content of it. So hopefully this
Exactly.
leads to a legitimate case against him because he is not safe to be around children in any way, shape, or form.
No, yeah. If this doesn't get him locked up, you know, it's the justice system just failed everything. If he doesn't get locked up for this,
Yeah, here's hoping. Well,
the chat logs is public. If you and your chat want to go through it,
the chat logs that he sent to her?
yeah. Like I said, she went public with it first.
Oh. What, like,
So-
so even like his nudes and all that shit?
Nah, it's on YouTube. It's
Okay.
just like the stuff that he was saying.
Yeah, because
and stuff.
that'd be a huge problem if that got posted as well. Like that's
Oh no,
Yeah, okay.
no. At least on my end, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let any of that stuff leak out, you know, because I don't want anything to affect the case.
Yeah, you don't want anything that could jeopardize it for sure. Well, it seems like you and Skeet Hansen, that's a crazy name, have taken it seriously. So I'm hoping that this will end in a good result here, and EDP finally faces some justice. So that's crazy, man. And this just kind of like you didn't try to make this happen. This kind of shit just happened on its own, which is wild.
You know the crazy thing about it, bro? I got so much shit because I didn't do the interview with him, and like I had like 75,000 people in my live to watch it, and like when the opportunity was presented and all I had to do was pay him 200, I was like, fuck no, I'm not gonna pay him 200. It was just like the morals of it, and like I got so much shit. People were like, oh, you just lied the whole time, da 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 da, and it was like, fuck, man, you know. And so like for it to like come around to this, and I actually just got done talking to him today.
What were you talking to him about? What could you possibly say?
So he blocked me on everything. But this dude, while I was live, this dude set up an interview with him. I don't know how. And then he contacted one of my friends, and my friend contacted me. So they told me to like, that's why my profile pic is changed. I changed my name, but my name was EDP Lover. But I joined in the call, and like I was asking him questions like I was a fan. And then like I showed my face. I was like, "What's up, Brian?" And
So you jump
like, bro,
scared him.
Oh yeah, I jump
Okay.
scared of it. He just like froze, and then he just left automatically.
I see. Well, for what it's worth, I think doing the interview with him would be a bad idea. That seems like you care more about the clout of it as opposed to like the justice of it. So I think it was a good move not to do it. I think that's very respectable.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And then like now it's leading to an arrest. So I think that's the best part about it.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Charlie, bro, you're the fucking goat, man.
Thanks for the kind words, man. And I'd say I haven't seen all of the work done here, but it sounds like you guys did some good work catching a dangerous person. So I'm hoping that this will result in proper action from the proper authorities here. So good shit.
Thank you, dog. Thank you. Here, I don't know if you react to videos on stream or not, but that's one of Skeet's videos. That video I just sent you, the EDP, he basically blamed his baby mama for setting him up. even though he like sent dick pics to a 13-year-old. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, honestly, if you watched it with your chat, I think you guys would all die. Or if you just watch it in your free time, I think you would literally die watching it.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing, bro. But here, I don't want to take up time from you and your chat. W Moist in the chat, Moist. And God, dude!
Appreciate it, man. What a wild situation. Holy shit. Well, that's good news all around. It's a big W Gideon moment there, assuming this actually does lead to an arrest and a case against him. This is so long overdue. That's huge. No, the whole video is not out yet. He released a clip, which is what led to all of this today. And according to what he just said, he's been on it for like a month and was willing to just wait like as long as it took to make the case as strong as possible. But I guess the victim came forward first, so making it all public, which I hope won't affect the case. I don't see why it would, since it's the victim. Welcome aboard, Alia. Also, I just saw Void 1, the world's greatest gamer competition. I said that from the beginning that Void would probably win, so congrats to Void on that as well. Dressed like a cupcake. Yeah, so apparently this was not like him catching EDP in like a sting operation, like going to meet a minor. He said he just knew he was going to be here, so clowned on him. Let's read the chat logs. Oh yeah, where are the chat logs? Let me see if I can find them real quick. And that's only if all of the sensitive information is redacted. Welcome aboard, Jinxler and Amanda. Here, let me just ask Gideon for it. What's your favorite Ariana Grande song? Probably Touch It. I know, that song kind of goes hard, so. Just get Chris Hansen to bust him next time. You know what's crazy is they did. Chris Hansen investigated him, and it still didn't lead to anything for EDP. He just keeps getting away with it and keeps doing it. Welcome aboard, Mitch. Why hasn't he been arrested? Again, the reason is when a less than professional group or individual try and catch predators, the authorities can't use the evidence, so they usually walk. It's why To Catch a Predator Season 1, they didn't get arrested. You guys might not remember, but Season 1 of To Catch a Predator, they'd get the predator in, they'd make fun of him, hey, have a seat, you're a real fucking dangerous goober, now get out of here. And they'd just leave. And it's because they didn't work with law enforcement, meaning they couldn't be arrested for it. And that's what happened with EDP every single time. And it's why To Catch a Predator in later seasons teamed up with law enforcement so that way it was enforceable and they could actually arrest the predators. Thanks for the 10 unbox. Thanks, Meow. Welcome aboard, Tall. And Guzu. I'm a Canadian trucker. I'll be in Tampa on Thursday. How do I convince my company to let me go to the live event? Oh, just tell them you gotta. They'll understand. Tell them what the event is. Welcome aboard, Abaddon. No, still waiting on the logs. So entrapment. Yeah, that's it. They basically just say it's all entrapment and it really can't be used. It's very, very rare that a non-professional predator catching group gets a predator that actually gets arrested based on their investigation. I only know of like 2 cases of that happening. And they were like egregious predators with like a long history of it. It's because they don't want to encourage like vigilantism or anything like that. Oh, thank you for the big 20 gifted members, Abaddon. Appreciate it. And I like UFC more than boxing. I have no idea, Chop Chop. Welcome aboard, genius. So he actually got arrested now. According to Gideon, there is a case being built against him. And I imagine there's a lot he can't say, but it sounds promising. So I'm optimistic about it. EDP is like Team Rocket, never goes to jail. Yeah. I compared him to the Box Ghost. He's just this fucking embarrassing, reoccurring villain that keeps popping up a few times a year, only to keep repeating his evil and getting vanquished, shaking his fist, but then coming back later. Every time. Every fucking time. Welcome aboard, Entitled. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, no, I did. I said thank you, Ghastly. What do you mean? And answered your question. Probably won't do a sparkling water tier list, but maybe. If GSP and Anderson Silva fought in their primes, who do you think would win? Shit. I'm not sure. Probably GSP, I'd say. And thanks, Abaddon. Yeah, it sounds like they did a good job, Numb. Welcome aboard, Lasagna. My wife works in the anti-human trafficking realm. You wouldn't believe what these guys get away with. Man, I feel like such a fucking Poindexter right now, having to clean my glasses. When they're not even like prescription or anything, it's just for helping with sleep. But yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that, Tarlu. And I bet that's got to be like a miserable job. That's got to be soul-crushing work. Yeah, I mentioned the Burning Man floods earlier. I saw some of the clips. You have to give it time, Connor. Did you like the 90s Brawly movie? I did. Yeah, they were good. It's not that law enforcement can't use the information, it's that there's too many loopholes. Remember, it goes to court and goes before a jury with defense attorney poking holes and depends on what 12 people think. Yeah, that's fair. Welcome aboard, Guns and DN. Hey, Jojo. Burning Man made NBC nightly news. Yeah, I still don't even really know what Burning Man is. I remember it used to be kind of a joke. But now it's like huge. 70,000 people are isolated at Burning Man right now. What the fuck? 70,000? And what the fuck is this headline? President Biden has been briefed on the situation at Burning Man. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna fly there himself? Guys, get on my helicopter. We're getting the fuck out of here. Like, I imagine this is just going to be like a local thing that they're gonna have to take care of. I doubt he's gonna fly out the fucking National Guard or something. Or maybe he is. I guess I don't know the severity of it. President Joe Biden was briefed Sunday on the situation at the Burning Man Festival in Black Rock Desert, Nevada. The administration is monitoring the situation and is in touch with state and local leaders. Event attendees should listen to local authorities and event organizers. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. Comedian Chris Rock and DJ Diplo walked for miles before hitching a ride out of Burning Man. Nice. How far out is it into the desert? It's probably a very uncomfy walk, but probably better than being fucking stranded. Thanks for the 10 thumbs. We talked about that a little bit ago, Kat. I already went over all that. But yeah, in a nutshell, that was some wacky shit. And eventually they, like, made up. Biden will bring his chocolate chip for the needy. Nah, he's not sharing his ice cream. You kidding me? No. Welcome aboard, Sean. That ice cream's too valuable. What do you think about SAG-AFTRA moving the strike against video game companies as well? I want to be optimistic, but I really don't see any of the big players improving their practices. I think it's a great idea. I don't know if it's going to be effective, but at the end of the day, it's worth a try. So I think that's a good thing, Sarah. It's going to be weeks before vehicles will be able to get out of Burning Man, assuming it doesn't rain. They're going to have to use helicopters to bring people out, and it's like 10 miles of dirt and mud. Why? Why will it take weeks? You know what? How about I start here? What the fuck is Burning Man? I always understood it as something that your boss goes to cheat on his wife. But what actually is the event? Let's see. Go to the Wikipedia page. Burning Man is an event focused on community, art, self-expression, and self-reliance held annually in the western United States. The event comes from its culminating ceremony, the symbolic burning of a large wooden effigy referred to as the Man. That's so cute. Coming down with a serious case of stick-it-to-the-man-neosis. Okay. So it's basically just a big party, from the sound of it. Ooh, thank you, the Big 50. Massive hippie fest. Is that right? And yeah, I did see what you're referring to, Blaze. Sounds like a wild banger. I mean, this is a really cool photo here. That does look very cool. Not get stranded in a desert for weeks cool, but cool like, hey, I'd go for an hour or two. Of course I know them, Broby One. Woodstock for normies. Oh yeah, can you tweet the logs at me inside? And from everything I heard about it, it seems like you guys did good work, so good shit. Okay, so what went wrong here? I know it rained and they didn't like the rain. Let's go back to the very beginning. Okay. Some 70,000 people stranded at Burning Man are walking out of the site. Forecasters expect more rain at Burning Man. Interesting here. Man, so this whole thing got undone by some heavy rain. It's a desert, usually doesn't rain. When it does, it turns into soup and mud that doesn't easily dry out. Because the ground is so hard, the water won't drain. So if 70,000 people are going to be... 70,000 people are going to be stuck there. Man. Goodness gracious. So you said it's about 10 miles out? Man, that is... This looks like straight out of Destiny. This looks like something out of Callus's ship. What the fuck? Is that like what everything at Burning Man looks like? Bros didn't check the weather forecast. Yeah, did they know it was going to rain? Because at that point, why not build like a giant tarp? They can clearly afford something like that. Well, actually, I'm a fucking idiot. They'd have to tarp the entire desert. Never mind. Stupid idea. I see why I'm not one of the organizers. That wouldn't work. You could like keep the rain off of like the immediate vicinity, but you still couldn't leave. Never mind. Dumb. Stupid. New raid leaked. Yeah, true. Hey, no worries at all, Dragonfly. I hope the move is painless and fun. I think most of them are pretty fun, dehumanized. I think they're pretty good for the most part. I've been a DPW lead at a regional sanctioned Burning Man event for several years now, if you actually want some real info on what it is. Yeah, sure, hit me. You don't have to donate for it, man. You can just type it in the chat. I'm always reading just normal chat. And yeah, I saw some of the pictures, Connor. Thanks, gamer. You hear about the leak with Logan Paul's wife? That shit was fake. That is getting so degenerate. People are just finding porn of women that look like his fiance and saying it's her. Just bringing in complete fucking strangers to it now. It's getting so out of control. Shit is so weird. Dylan's like still cooking him constantly, but then like people are running wild with just like anything that looks like his wife. Not that my heart's breaking for Logan, yeah, but still, that's some degenerate shit. You really thinking about a D&D show? Thinking about? We're doing a D&D show, yeah. We've got almost everything in place now. How does it take weeks to rescue Americans from somewhere in America? I don't know. It's expensive to get all the choppers out there. 70,000 people's a lot. Helicopter fits what, maybe like 5 or 6 or something? I don't know. I can totally see how. They can't get the vehicles out there because the terrain's not conducive to it. It's a lot of people. Requires a lot of resources. Yeah, I'll definitely take a peek then inside. Appreciate it. And welcome aboard, boss. Haven't stopped doing it, Will. The only reason we haven't done another one in a while is because we were going to do a bigger thing, but it fell through the cracks, so... And then recently we just had a lot going on with like the live event that I haven't been able to get the new one ready. I liked Dragon Ball GT when I was a kid, but I know it's shit. Never pronounced Nevada the same way you did again. What? What's wrong with saying Nevada? I'm pronouncing it wrong? No way. You're wrong. Who says it like that? What do you mean? It's the only way to say it. How the fuck else would you say Nevada? What? In what world? This isn't like tomato. Hey, well, good luck, Bill. And thanks for that. We have merch for sale at the watch party? Yeah, we're going to have some wacky stuff set up. We've got a lot of fun things planned for the live event on Friday. A lot of cool stuff. A lot involving, like, the audience. Here, I'll drop the link in chat again. I don't know how many tickets are left, but really trying to fill up the last remaining seats. So, if there's any left, get them now. We're 4 days away. It's the 8th. Is the D&D video going to be on Spotify or will it be a one-time thing? It's not a video. Well, I mean, it will be a video, but we're streaming it. It's going to be a live show. And it's going to be a full campaign, so not a one-time thing. As a Nevada resident, it's pronounced Nevada, not Nevada. Nah, you don't know what you're talking about. You guys need me to educate you. Welcome aboard, Burks. Who's your favorite band? Probably Deftones. It's gotta be Deftones. I've listened to them since I was a literal child, and they still just slap just as hard now as they did then. I've seen some of the hoopla on Twitter. I haven't seen anything out of boycott or anything, though. Phoenix. Who's going to DM? We actually have 2 DMs. 2 very experienced DMs. Thanks, Thumbs. Have you seen the Vince Vintage drama? Yeah, we were just talking about it. We went over that a little bit ago. Can't believe AI is so advanced. It's like Charlie's a real person. You just reminded me of something my mom told me tonight when I went for dinner. She was telling me about AI, which was like a wild conversational topic because it wasn't something I would have expected my mom to talk about. But she's like, did you know people are using AI to do fake phone calls to family to try and scam them? And I was like, holy shit, Mom. I was actually just talking about that. So that scam is becoming so prevalent that even my parents are aware of it now. And they do not keep their finger on the pulse of AI developments. Oh yeah, that's a degenerate scam. You guys haven't seen this? Talked about it a little while ago. So what they do is they're replicating the voice of children and calling their parents. And they either do things where it's like, hey, Mom or Dad, I need the credit card right now. I'm in a tough situation. I need to get out, so I'm going to need this information. And then the parents, not knowing any better, thinking it's their kid, just say it. Or more nefariously and much more evil is like ransom stuff. So it's pretty fucked. Oh yeah, see, even right here. AI voice cloning scam that faked a kidnapping. Welcome aboard, Wyatt. And Zoinks. Yep, MWL video will be up either tomorrow or Tuesday. And no, I don't do React stuff on stream anymore. The only videos I watch on stream are news broadcasts or trailers. So the video Gideon sent, I'm just gonna watch on my own. And not sure yet, mister. Do you hear about the rat foot found in a man's soup at Olive Garden? Was he upset about it? That sounds like a pretty high quality menu on Olive Garden. They gave him a treat. I actually don't hate Olive Garden, to be honest with you. Madison Heights man is suing Olive Garden for allegedly serving him a severed rat's foot in a bowl of minestrone soup. Thomas Howie, 54, seeking damages of more than $25,000 for physical injury, mental anguish, and emotional distress. Let me take a peek. That could be anything. That might not even be a rat's foot. That's pretty big. That's like a whole goddamn werewolf paw. It's good luck. It's good for you. Howie said he was talking with 2 dinner companions and not really looking at the soup he ate when he felt something sharp stab his cheek. Ooh. He quickly spat the object out into his napkin. When he looked inside the napkin, he saw what appeared to be the fur-covered foot of a rat, complete with claws. Oh, God. Scrumptious. That's like something you'd find at Burger King. This would be something Burger King would serve you with a smile on their face, and this would probably be better than half their menu. Howie informed Olive Garden management, who says they did not take the matter seriously. One employee even joked about it, implying that Howie had placed the rat foot in the soup himself. That's usually, like, the thought process. This man must have brought a rat foot in here to frame us. I'm sure it's happened at some point, but I feel like it's not that common. No, I don't do that, Sin. The lack of concern displayed by Olive Garden employees led Howie to call the police. Warren police interviewed Howie, his friends, and several employees, and the police report described the object as a rat foot that appeared to have been chewed. Ooh. That's a crucial piece of evidence. Bite marks. The rat foot allegedly cut the inside of Howie's cheek, causing him to bleed and later seek medical treatment at an urgent care in Warner. He received a tetanus shot and was prescribed antibiotics. Warren police contacted the Macomb Health Department visited the restaurant and determined there was no evidence of rodents in the facility. MCHD also noted that Olive Garden's pest control provider conducted a regularly scheduled service at the restaurant on March 11th, the same date as the alleged incident, and there were no pests observed in the report. We have no reason to believe there is any validity to this claim. Code Geass is my favorite anime, yeah. I think it's amazing. And no, I didn't hear about that at all, Connor. That's horrible. He totally did it himself. It's possible. It is certainly possible. The photo of the foot shows no signs that it underwent a cooking process, nor does it show any signs of taking on any red color consistent with the red base of the minestrone. The foot is significantly larger than our soup spoons and would be difficult for someone to unknowingly insert in their mouth. The guest and his attorney have refused our repeated requests to provide us with the foot so we can have it forensically examined to determine what species it is. Since the incident, Howie has suffered a loss of appetite and an aversion to meat, fear of eating at restaurants, nausea, trouble sleeping, and increased depression. Well, this was all fake. This was absolutely a scam. Planted. Case closed. They won't even turn over the foot. They still have the foot and won't give it to them to forensically examine. Liar. That's case closed. That is crazy, though, if he started biting on the foot himself, though. He's like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm gonna get 50 grand out of this, I swear to God. I'll eat a rat's foot. What's your writing process like for your comics? It always varies. Usually when I'm lying awake at night, I have banger ideas, so then I write out some basics on my phone, and then in the morning, or if I can't sleep that night, I'll go and start typing up some generals, like some general overview, and then flesh it out later. Was the rat in the KFC meal fake? Oh, sorry, Jason. Yeah, you're right. That one I do know. I say wrong. Thanks for the 10, Monkey, and the 5, Misanthrope. It was a fine filler arc, I guess. No strong feelings. It happened decades ago at Wendy's. The lady put a severed human thumb in her chili for a payday. What? Police identified severed finger in a Wendy's chili case. Oh God, Jesus, man, I hate that this became the norm. I hate that I have to fucking pay to access every single article on the internet now. Okay, here we go. Wendy's chili finger lady comes clean. She could only keep quiet for so long, the scam drew international headlines and made millions of people think twice about ordering a cup of chili from Wendy's. Now the woman at the center of the chili finger case is talking about the infamous finger food crime. So this one is a confirmed hoax. Thanks, Noah. I don't know who at all you're talking about with that one, Bear. Yeah, that'd be fun, Robo, if he wants to. And no, I'm not on keto right now, but I am gluten and dairy free for the last like 3 weeks. It's been very easy, actually. Gluten and dairy free has been nice. I've been feeling much better. In 2005, Anna Ayala was dining at a San Jose Wendy's restaurant when she claimed she chomped down on a partially cooked segment of a human finger. The fast food chain suffered an estimated $21 million in lost business. How do you calculate that? Do you do like an exit survey to your regulars? Like, hey guys, why aren't you ordering the chili anymore? Seems like such a hard thing to quantify. Her husband, Jamie Placencia, got the severed finger from a coworker who lost it in an industrial accident. At least it was ethically sourced. He didn't cut the finger off himself. He went to someone who had already lost it and kept it as a souvenir. I guess on like a keychain or something. Both Ayala and Placencia pleaded guilty. A was sentenced to 9 years in prison but was released after 4 years on good behavior. There's one condition to her release. She's not allowed to step foot back in the place that made her famous. A life without Wendy's, is that even a life worth living? She'd been out of prison for about a year and living in San Jose, but until now she's kept quiet. Placencia is still serving time for his role in the scam. A is coming clean now. In an exclusive interview with CBS 5 this week, she apologized and revealed a deep secret. I cooked it. So hype. As if that was even up for debate. Obviously Wendy's didn't fucking cook it. Welcome aboard, Ayo. During the interview, she said she prepared the piece of ring finger at her Las Vegas home, then drove it to San Jose where she dropped it in the chili. A told reporters, other prisoners, and even guards ridiculed her and called her names because of the scam that landed her behind bars. I learned my lesson. I just want to move on with my life. Don't let anyone tell you a little ridicule doesn't work. I imagine the jail time also certainly helped her learn that lesson, but, you know, let's not discount the efficacy of calling her mean names. Calling her stupid. Have you heard about the Pentagon released website for declassified UFO and footage? Brother, it's up right now. Yeah. We were just going over that. Someone said that she's done other scams like this before. So what else has she done? I want to see. Because this is big brain. Let's take a peek. She has her own Wikipedia page. American fraudster, convicted felon, best known for the severed finger in the chili. I don't see anything about previous scams. Oh, no, wait, you're right. Yeah, it's at the middle of her Wikipedia page. It was, where was it? Oh, yeah. It was later discovered that she had previously filed numerous lawsuits against various retail establishments. Rumors spread that A had a dead aunt who might be related to the case. A denied anyone had recently died, and A claimed to the police that treated her and her family like terrorists, acting against her violently, and neighbors downplayed the events. This was in response to an investigation at her home. But this was her only, like, finger food scam. Yeah, we were just talking about the Electric Zoo stuff a little while ago. Check Discord. Oh, perfect. Thanks. Is that the logs? Okay, I'll take a peek in a minute. Thanks, man. And thanks, Sandwich. Have you seen the drama with the with The Rock and Oprah starting a fundraiser for the fires in Maui? Yeah, of course I saw that. That's classic big celebrity bullshit. Yeah. No, I doubt YouTube will ever have free membership or anything. Even with like YouTube Premium, I doubt they'll ever do that because it is just not financially viable. Twitch just loses their ass on it, but it's what keeps them at the top. There are a lot of streamers. Do you see the micro moon that the Earth has right now? I did not. And I know all about Pizza Tower, but I haven't played it. You see that micro moon? Nice. I don't feel like looking out a window, so this will suffice. Yep, the new Meat Canyon video slaps per usual. Did you see that Crypto Bros came out in full force when people started leaving Creator League? I was just shocked to see Crypto Bros are still a thing. How many times can you keep losing, but never give up? It'd be inspiring if it wasn't so pathetic. It's like an anime character, but a character that should legitimately stop before it's too late. Yeah, I saw. I haven't seen the new Crab Champions update, but that game is so good. Record of Ragnarok had so much potential, but the animation's trash. And it does, Wyatt, yeah. It's cute mess. No tips, but good luck. Yeah, we talked about Steve Harwell a little bit ago. It's a very sad situation. Alcoholism is no joke. First I've heard of that story, obscure. Yeah, his name's Steve Hardwell. Or Steve Harwell, not Hardwell. Lead singer of Smash Mouth. Yeah, he's not going to make it. In 2020, there were 390 reported fires at recycling facilities in US and Canada. At my facility, we have an on-site fire hose and one infrared sensor hooked up to a fire hose that will aim at the heat source and activate the valve. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but that's hype. That's cool. Thank you for that. Hey, Triple. No, who's that, Vase? Do you think Punk was wrong? Oh, thanks for reminding me. Yeah. I wanted to talk about the CM Punk stuff. Because I've been doing my best to look into everything that happened here. And this whole thing is so fucking messy. So for all the wrestling fans out there, I'm sure you already know this. CM Punk was just fired. So he was permanently let go. I'm not even going to say probably. He is the biggest draw at the AEW. And apparently some backstage shenanigans went out of control, and it led to Tony, the head of the AEW, firing him. And there's been like a big debate on Twitter on who's in the right and who's in the wrong. And I think it's just because there's so many details that aren't known yet. Like there's reports of someone breaking glass, making threats against other people's lives, all kinds of things. And it doesn't help that when Tony made his statement, he was not direct about it. He said that he actually feared for the first time, like legitimately had real fear, and he didn't feel safe by keeping Punk around, and he didn't feel like his staff could be safe, which is why he let him go. Welcome aboard, Kenobi. But as far as I've seen, there haven't been a lot of hard confirmed details on exactly what happened, aside from like a big disagreement on what was it? It was like someone taking a hit that they didn't want to take, or like a hard what was it? I already forgot now. Shit, whatever. But this isn't the first time that some drama like this has happened with CM Punk. This isn't new per se. That's what it was. Jack Perry used real glass. That's what it was. And that's what started it. It was real versus fake glass, not a hit. That's what it was. Thank you. Welcome aboard, Henry. That sounds like a great concert. Glad to hear you had fun, Beware. Yeah, it's fun, Fledge. CM Punk for the MWL. That'd be huge. I don't think he'd want to do that. That would be crazy. He's definitely not going back to the WWE. I saw that cope from a lot of people. I don't see that happening. Like I said, this is not the first time there's been an issue with Punk, and I don't see the WWE even taking a risk, so I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe at some point that would be cool to do. Going over the process of making all of that nice. Yeah. And yeah, Steve Harwell, we were talking about him. The airplane video. Did he tweet it? I didn't see a follow-up. Let me see. Because I'd love to see proof of aliens. Trust me, I would. Oh, yeah, he did send it. Let me see. I can't really see anything. Yeah, I don't know about this one, man. I thought this was going to be a video from the airplane, but it looks like it's just from outside. And it looks more like heat lightning. Here, I'll pull it up real quick if I can. Well, no, I can't because I'm not logged in. Yeah, I don't know, man. Should do a vegetable tier list. We kinda did. But yeah, maybe we'll do a more comprehensive one. Well, thanks, Leaf. Glad to hear you made some big life choices that you're more proud of. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well. And I do know Grounded. I just haven't played it. And thanks, some guy. Any follow-up on the Vince McMahon and UFC merger? Yeah, they merged. What do you mean? The follow-up is they're now one giant fucking conglomerate. Or do you mean if there's been any, like, crazy developments as a result of it? Like, they're still, like, they're just huge. Together. Welcome aboard, Space Duck. Oh, glad to hear that, CS. It takes effect next week from now? Is it not finalized? I thought it finalized at the beginning of the month. Let me see. Let me go to news. Oh. It's nearing completion. I thought it was already in the books. I thought it was done. It's not quite there yet. Watched the video about how Kim Jong-un used YouTube prank videos as a way to kill his brother. Kill him with what? Cringe? What? What? There's no way that's real. Huh? The YouTube prank that killed Kim Jong-un's brother. It's a video from Pixels After Dark. What? No way. I knew his brother died. I didn't know it was a fucking YouTube prank. All I see is YouTubers saying that it was a prank. I don't see any, like, reports going over it. Welcome aboard, Eos and Treadlix. The prank show that led to an assassination. How North Korea assassinated Kim Jong-un's brother. Let me see. There's no way this was from a prank. In 2017, 2 unsuspecting women carried out a political assassination of Kim Jong-nam, the elder half-brother of North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, thinking they were participating in a prank TV show. Holy shit, wait, what? In 2016, 2017, 2 young women were separately approached by men to perform a series of prank videos for YouTube. One was from Indonesia, the other Vietnam. They were paid a small amount of money to run up to strangers and smear lotion on their faces, then apologize and run away. Holy shit! What? Wait, where's the assassination? Kim Jong-nam was in Kuala Lumpur airport when 2 women smeared his face with a powerful VX nerve agent. The CCTV footage of the incident shows him at the airport's information desk seeking medical help. He claims he felt dizzy after 2 women grabbed his face. He died within 20 minutes of the incident. She revealed she was recruited by a man named James, claiming to be a TV producer. For months, the 2 women were groomed to smear random people with lotion and creams. All this while they thought they were participating in a prank show with hidden cameras. Whoa! Wow! What? I had no idea. I thought this was just like a straight up assassination. I didn't know there was a deeper layer where the people that killed him didn't know they killed him. Muda talked about this? Oh, is that why it's like back in the headlines then? Muda just made something on it? Yeah, just a prank. And thanks, Grizzly. And yeah, I still do that, Richie. And appreciate it, Leaf. All good. Didn't you talk about this on the podcast? We talked about the assassination. I don't recall us ever mentioning that it was a prank. This is news to me. And this is recent information, it seems. Because this article is 2023. And the 2 videos I mentioned are like within the last month. So I don't think we would have known this back then. I've not seen that video, Rock. Oh, that's huge. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate that. And thanks, Sinric. And yeah, we were talking about EDP earlier. Mr. Ballin has a video on it called Evil Brothers Plan Caught on Camera. Wait, what? That's where he talked about this too? You gonna play that crappy looking Walking Dead game for a bad game night? I'm so tired of people calling that Walking Dead game crappy. It's shitty. Get it right. And yes, I am going to be playing it. I'm very excited for it, actually. Welcome aboard, Egg. And yeah, we were talking about Vince Vintage earlier. Thanks, Dexter. I've streamed Starfield a few times. Like I said, the game's fine. There's nothing in the game that's bad. I don't think there's anything about Starfield that makes it a bad game. But it is very much not a super special Bethesda game. It is your typical Bethesda experience set in space with a nice new coat of paint. But it's still all pretty much the exact same Bethesda experience you're used to. So if you like Bethesda, you're going to like Starfield. If you don't, it's not winning you over. Oh, I guess performance. Yeah, performance is pretty spotty for quite a few people. But aside from that, everything else is fine and good. It's just nothing is bad. It's all just normal Bethesda formula. Did it disappoint you? Yeah, I'll say that. I guess maybe I'm in that bracket that's kind of aging out of just the Bethesda formula every single time. I'd like them to get a little more ambitious, and I thought this was it. Like, they really put a lot of eggs in the exploration basket, but in the actual game, there is no real exploration. Because if you wander on any of the planets outside of a main city or outside of one marked cave, there's nothing but procedurally generated void. Just complete emptiness. And there's also no vehicles to traverse with either. And there's no map, which is a really weird decision. But again, if you like Bethesda, this is a Bethesda game in space. So it's entirely on you how much you like the Bethesda formula. Because it's the exact same experience. How are they going to do a map in outer space? Brother, what the fuck is this? Well, actually, that's not realistic at all. You wouldn't have a map if you were out in outer space. I'm talking about when you go into a city, if you try and open your map to see where you are, it's not there. There is literally not a map. There is not a map. Christ. So if you go into any city and you try and open a map, there is nothing. And there would be maps of a city. Buster. So all you can do is bring out your scanner and then just look around 360 degrees and see important locations, and that's it. It's just a really weird decision to axe that. Or if you go into like a base or something, you can't like map it out or anything. You just pull out your scanner and 360 and then just go in a direction and see what you find. I'd say messy. I'd say probably messy in that case, Omni. And nothing to really talk about, Ryan, but I saw it. Never saw the Ghostbusters 2016 movie. Alien vs. Predator was good, though. Like, in a fun, bad way. Alright, I'll check it out again, and then... I'll check it out again, then, Spencer. just finished Water 7. Does it get even better than that? Yes, I'm past Water 7, and it gets better. It's only getting better so far. A meteor is about to hit Earth. I don't believe you. Let me take a peek. What do you know? A meteor just hit Earth an hour ago. And it was fine. It blew up over DC. You're late. If only you could have told us an hour ago, you would have looked like an actual fucking prophet. Appreciate it, dreamer. The meteor... Well, no, it just happened, like an hour ago. There's already videos of it with a lot of people who saw it blow up over the sky. It's brand new. The best shittiest games tier list? That'd be a very long tier list to make, and I actually don't even know where I'd start, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, we talked about Steve Harwell. It's a sad situation. Did you hear about the tragic Reno airshow crash? Is that the one from a few weeks ago? Because, yeah. There's been a couple airshow crashes that are terrifying. There was one, like, 6 months ago or something that I saw the video of, and it is probably some of the most terrifying footage I've ever seen. They had, like, an old... very rare plane that they were showing, and then another plane in the air show comes around and it makes like a big turn into that plane, immediately disintegrates on impact, splits the plane in half, and then that plane nosedives and leads to a massive explosion. It was so so awful. It was tragic, and yeah, no one survived that. It was awful. And then there was another air show disaster only a few weeks ago, too. Yeah, and then there was the gender reveal plane crash like 2 hours ago. Reno was in 2011. Oh, is that not the most recent one? What's the Reno 2011 one? No, I don't know this one. Christ, it crashed into the spectators, killing 10 people plus the pilot. Good lord. Air shows are just scary, man. That's scary. What's your favorite RPG? You'd have to give me quite a bit of time to think about that. Yeah, that's not surprising, John. That shit is terrifying. Oh, and I heard about that, see? I heard that there was a DM sent about it. That's not a bad idea, Thumbs. You remember when that dude on bath salts ate that other guy's face? Crazy times. Times were so simple back then, man. Oh, it was so simple. We get one guy eating another guy's face, and it's like, that was the craziest thing we saw for months. Now, that happens like every hour, and it's like, well, it is what it is. Scroll to the next one. Times were different. Yeah, I hope Star Citizen ends up being good. I'm skeptical it ever actually comes out though. And I haven't seen enough new anime since my last tier list to make another one. SAG-AFTRA striking against video game companies. Like I said, I think that's good. Let it ride. I don't know if it's going to bring about like a huge change in the industry when they're already cutting costs every chance they get. But I think it's absolutely worth trying. Thanks, Illuminati. What do you think about the peanut butter on pickles? Never tried it. So, since I've never tried it, couldn't tell you. Doesn't sound good, though. Even though I really like pickles. Not after 1,000 Year Blood War dehumanized, no. It's been getting better. The fuck is this article? Oh, yeah. Kim Jong-un's brother was assassinated by a prank. I had no idea. That was news to me. Hey, Logan. No Man's Sky or Starfield? I actually still haven't played No Man's Sky since it's been updated, but I know a lot of people love it now. This was long ago. Yep, it was 2017. I know. Don't really have one, Dookie. There's too many to choose. You hear about the dinosaur with 500 teeth. That sounds so lame. I mean, the 500 teeth is cool. But like the whole thing, like I'm not a big dinosaur guy, so I have no clue. Couldn't tell you. And yeah, we talked about the Mr. Beast and Jacksepticeye stuff. Have you seen that some people eat cereal with water? Yeah, and some people have a piss fetish. There's just weirdos out there, man. It is what it is. That's not the grossest thing I've ever heard. What the fuck is People Playground? Yeah, I mean, I guess stop playing People Playground, David. Never heard of that game. I don't know about that, Senpai, maybe. Oh, sweet. Thank you for that, Benji. Thanks for the huge drop. Thank you for the generosity. You ever watched The Amazing Bulk? Of course I have. That's a classic. There's very few weird, shitty movies that I haven't seen. I know things you guys have never even heard of, like The Greasy Strangler, which has a scene where he makes his asshole talk. You won't find a weird garbage movie I don't know about. At the very least. Have you seen the God Monster? There's no way that's the whole title. And probably not Keith, but maybe. you seen Love on a Leash? No. I've never heard of this. It's a romantic comedy film. Did you make this or something? This is like an extremely unknown one. Like, what the fuck is this? You found one. That was quick. I've never heard of this. A 2011 rom-com. It became known for its unusual creative choices and frequently included on lists of especially bad or bizarre movies. I've never heard of this one somehow. This is a wild poster. And what a concept. Lisa, a young woman, has not been lucky finding a romantic partner. She meets a golden retriever whom she names Prince. After discovering that Prince turns into a human man each night, Lisa falls in love with him. Wow. Wow. Cool. The movie for all the zoophiles out there. Thanks, Dakota. Favorite cheese is probably American cheese. I used to say provolone, but I've been really warming up to American cheese right before I stopped eating dairy. So I'd say American cheese probably takes it over provolone just barely. And no, I haven't watched that yet, Swizzle. Onyx and the Fortuitous. I'll look it up. I don't think they're going to remake Shaolin Soccer, but I did see the rumors. Onyx and the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls. Oh, this is a new movie coming out. Huh. Let's check it out. Well, check out the trailer, rather. You playing Valorant stream? No, man. No, I'm not. I'm not good at Valorant. You seen Thumb Wars? Yep. I think, right? I'm pretty sure I have. It sounds very familiar. Have you seen the Fast and Furious parody Superfast? For the longest time, I used to say this is the worst movie I've ever seen. Or why did I do that? But then I gave the honor to something called Let's Be Evil. I think this is just legitimately one of the worst comedy movies ever made. Like, everything it tries to do, it fails. I actually fucking hated it. It actually just made me really upset. Nah, I'm not gonna speedrun Fortnite. Those parody movies used to be mass-produced. Glad they died out. Yeah. Parody movies used to be a massive market. Disaster movie, epic movie, fucking Meet the Spartans, all of that shit used to be huge. And it was all so bad past Scary Movie 4. And even Scary Movie 4, a lot of people didn't like. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, John. That movie's trash. I used to love Master Disguise when I was a kid. Welcome aboard, Matthew. I don't know if it holds up well at all, but I did like it when I was a kid. No, you can just tweet it though, Dragonfly. Yeah, I've seen Thanksgiving. You ever watch Mystery Men? Yep. This is the Ben Stiller movie. It has this crazy scene with, oh my god, what's his name? He's a big actor. He plays like a big superhero, and in the show they fucking melt, in the movie they melt his goddamn face off. Captain Amazing is what he is in this. This was a PG movie, by the way. And this death was hardcore.
Hey, morons, over here. She's right, my little friend.
Yeah, I'll just skip around.
How many toggle flips are needed, not counting the gratuitous toggle flip you may have asked for in a moment of panic?
This scene was brutal. Yep.
Okay, you know what? Can we just start again? Is there some sort of like reset button on this thing?
No, you little freak. There's no button for resetting. Flip the switch, lady. Don't stare at me. Lift your left arm. Flip it, you moron.
Thanks for a long time of watching, Phantom. Appreciate it.
Oh, flip the switch. Flip it. That's not cool.
Thank you.
I will do it.
Old movie ratings are so off. They were just really lenient. I think I was like 5 years old when this came out. I think this was a 1999 movie. And this shit was wild.
Everybody heard me say reset button, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god, we killed it.
What do you mean we? I was right.
That's not that bad. To a 5-year-old? Yes, it is. They fucking... Look at that! What do you mean? I still remember this so vividly. And then they have a really cool scene because Kel from Kenan and Kel's in this, and his superpower is he's invisible only when people don't look at him. And he was supposed to be a joke character, but they eventually just use that. And then he ends up being naked at one point, and I was like, naked guy, that's... I've never seen that. No, don't do that. Yeah, and it's PG. Yep, it's a PG movie. Thanks for the 20, Austin. And I've seen neither of those, Emmett, but I know them. Thanks, Pie Boy. It says PG-13 right there. Oh, no shot. They must have changed it. Because that was PG. I saw it when I was like 5. They had to have re-rated that. No, this thing was PG when I watched it. Had to be. No, this is not a Mandela effect moment. This shit was absolutely PG. What the fuck? Wow, my whole universe is crumbling around me. What do you know? Well, okay. Never mind. Wasn't PG. You like Bollywood movies? Yeah. And no, I don't know what Deadstream is. I haven't heard of that movie. I didn't think Mr. Meaty was that disturbing or anything. Can't say I've kept up too much with the BTK killer case. That is some disturbing shit, though. Thanks, Hollinger. I don't know what that is, Plague, but that is a wild name for a movie. Mr. Meaty wasn't disturbing. It was fine. It was a very interesting aesthetic. Ahead of its time, I'd say. Would you consider Gears 1 to be in your top 10 games? Probably not. It's the most important game I ever played in my life, though, but I don't know if it'd be like one of the top 10 best games ever made on my list. It'd be close, though. Have you seen the horror movie called Paranormal Entity? I have not. Clock Stoppers will always be a classic. Can't forget Evil Bill Gates. Man, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Fucking Clock Stoppers. Holy shit. And appreciate it, John. Yeah, Velocipaster is one that it's still on my to-watch list. And the glasses are cool. I like wearing these glasses. They feel nice, and I don't know if they help me sleep, but the placebo's working. And thanks, Crypto. And thanks, Dylan. Sorry. Yeah, we were already talking about EDP. Even talked to Gideon directly about it, so we got a bit of the scoop. Netflix is having new Spy Kids this month. Oh yeah! The Spy Kids reboot. That's right. They've got that new one right around the corner. Spy Kids Armageddon. Whew. Never heard of Dragon Wars. It's one I've never seen or know anything about. You missed out, man. Mr. Meaty was cool. It really was. Would you ever review the anime film Mind Games? Nah, I only most meter new things, but I'd be willing to check it out. Did you ever watch Catch That Kid? Yep, of course I did. That had Kristen Stewart in it, didn't it? Yeah, that was the Kristen Stewart one. Thanks, Storm. I'll look that up. Appreciate the gifted member. Thank you, Trojan. Thabo Bester is a convicted criminal. He faked his own death in a fire in his prison cell and was on the run for almost a year. He's a murderer and a rapist. Jesus Christ. I do read Berserk. Mystery Men was PG, but the VHS tape confirms it. I hope you're not lying to me. Because I did have it on VHS. That would explain it. Where do you see PG on the VHS tape? Fucking liar. No, it still says PG-13, you son of a bitch. Just rubbing my nose in it, huh? Bastard. I have not heard of that sin. And thanks, Emma. No, I'm not going to live read Genghis Swan, Benjamin. Sorry to say. The first link is an Amazon link that says PG on it. That might be it. I'm tired of you lying to me. Dallas Man wrongful eviction. That's very vague. I don't think I'll find that. Yeah, there's 1,000 of these. They got the wrong unit and lost everything. That's awful. But I don't see the story you're talking about because this happens all the time. Pacific Rim I really liked. I hated Pacific Rim 2 though. And the original Fear is still an amazing game. Have I ever seen the god-awful animation Dougal? Dougal. No, I don't know anything about this. What makes this a god-awful animation? This looks cute, I guess. One of those low-budget, straight-to-VHS tape kind of productions. Yep, we talked about Vince Vintage earlier at the beginning. Where the Wild Things Are 2009 was a bad movie. I didn't ever watch it. But I believe you. Thanks, Obama. It was rated PG. I just found a photo of the VHS tape. This is worthless. I'm over it. It's not important. Oh, but you're right. The VHS tape itself does say PG. Oh, that's hype. Like 3 different people tweeted me evidence that it actually was rated PG. Love to see that. Fuck yeah. But it looks like that was done in error. It seems like it was supposed to be PG-13, but the VHS must have went out as PG. Welcome aboard, Sin. Yeah, Trepang 2 I played the demo of. It was good. I haven't played the full game, though. Well, thanks, Chris. A professional puppeteer, huh? I don't know who my favorite puppet would be. You know what movie was actually really impressive that no one gives any credit to and everyone forgot? Was, I'm not helping its case, because I don't remember the name. Happy Time Murders. Found it. This was, like, super impressive. Like, the puppet work itself. The movie writing was god-awful for the most part. But, like, I was really impressed with the way they did the puppets. That was the R-rated Muppets movie. It's this thing. You ever see the Zoom movie? Yep. I have. Have you heard the Brilliant Ratchet? Nope. I've not played Sea of Thieves yet. That looks cute. Well, it's an R-rated movie, but it's like the laziest R rating of all time. It's usually just every character is saying fuck. And then that's usually about it, actually. But it's still a pretty impressive movie. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is great puppet work as well. Yeah. That's fair. And yeah, we talked about Vince Vintage. Yeah, I've got the Tony Chase video pulled up over here. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But I will. Alright. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm going to call it a night. Tomorrow, I think we'll probably do a bad game night. Because last time we did bad games, we did not find anything fun bad. We just found some actual dog shit. So, redemption for bad game night tomorrow. We'll find some good bad games. And no, I can't say that's been the case, Stone. Holy shit, Jesus Christ, soy sauce. I don't have a favorite song, I don't think. But my favorite band is probably Deftones. Really appreciate the fat fucking drop right at the end of stream. Thank you for that. And the 90s live action Ninja Turtle movies were pretty good. Alright, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for all the generosity. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. I will see you soon. See you tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Sleep well.